The man stuck his foot into the ground, planning to attack the police. But when he looked to the side, he was shocked to see another prisoner doing the same thing. The police were already aiming, ready to fire. Suddenly, the other prisoner burst into loud laughter. He shouted that killing him would not be so easy. Then, the prisoner jumped into the air and stomped hard onto the ground. The ground shook. All the police officers fell to the ground. The prisoner thought this was the perfect chance to escape. He took off, trying to fly away. But the police quickly fired a tracking missile. It locked onto him and hit him in the air. The man, who had been wrongly accused, was terrified. Before he could recover from the shock, it was already his turn to be executed. He knew that if he fought back, he would end up like the other prisoner. So he quietly pulled out a banknote and slowly walked toward the commander. The commander acted calm but then quickly grabbed the money. He waved his hand, signaling the man to leave the execution site. The man had lived in the streets for years and knew how to deal with people. Before leaving, he even lit a cigarette for each officer. Soon after escaping, the man went straight to find the villain who had taken his girlfriend. He planned to defeat the villain and save her. But the villain wore strong armor and laughed at the man holding only a kitchen knife. He thought the man stood no chance. Arrogant and proud, the villain had no idea how serious the situation was. As the man walked closer, the villain fired a bullet. To his surprise, the man blocked it with his knife. The bullet, said to pierce anything, only left a small mark on the blade. The man threw the knife toward the villain. At the same time, the villain fired a second shot. An explosion followed, but the man walked out without a scratch. He moved closer to the villain. Now the villain was scared. He quickly tried to reload his gun, but the man used the moment to call the knife back into his hand using inner strength. The villain loaded the bullets, but before he could fire, the man swung the knife with full force. The man felt a small shock in his body, but he was fine. The villain looked unharmed and tried to walk away. But after a few steps, his armor suddenly tore apart. The villain fell to the ground, defeated. The man then returned to the market, kept selling pork, and lived a sweet life with his girlfriend.